So I wanted to make this video real quick and really detail something that we always do when we are looking for the answers or the signs in our awareness on our journey. When people ask questions, you are only going to get an answer that is going to lead to more questions within your intuition. You're not going to figure everything all out all at once, and it doesn't always come to you as clearly as you need it to be because you're needing to decide for yourself in your own intuition. A lot of people don't understand this in the spiritual community because they want to always have the answer right then and there and think that that is the end all be all. But timelines, free will, people's actions and choices, and people's way of handling things can alter that said reality. And so some people always hold on to that said timeline or hold on to that situation that's supposed to happen because circumstances shifted and changed. And then you gain clarity through that because even as someone that has followed their path for the past 6 years, 6 to 7 years now, I don't always get confirmation from spirit. I don't always get it clearly from spirit on what I need to do. It doesn't always happen in that way. It's not supposed to. There's no balance within that. Because if they gave you all the answers and they made sure that everything was okay for you and everything was secure within your awareness, within the connection of that, then you wouldn't get all the lessons and the reflections and healing and integration and being able to alter your mindset from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset so that you can consistently see that everything is in store for you to grow. So, this contemplation, this understanding can help you really develop a sense of receive what you want to receive, resonate with what you want to resonate with, but also sometimes you don't hear it right then and there. And then something throughout your day happens, and then it shows you that, yes, this said thing was going to happen. It was really going to manifest itself in its own way, in its own unique way. So don't feel like it's not going to happen or that it never will happen. There's billions upon billions of timelines that happen all the time in the scope of energy. Collectively, that happens all the time. So we can't predetermine or predict every timeline that's supposed to happen. But we can see through dedication, through real work and connection like that, sometimes our abilities to manifest or our abilities to generate and see that experiences happen all the time, they just kind of give us intuition. We speak that intuition into existence, but also at the same time, we have the ability to control our reality and make it whatever we want to make it. And then when we see that something is not meant for us, then it's not absolutely meant for you, or else it would have happened. Now, I know not everybody thinks that everything happens for a reason, but I really do think that everything happens for a reason because I don't believe in coincidence. Now, is there things that happen because they're supposed to happen? Yes. Are there things that happen because it randomly happens? Of course. But this idea that nothing happens for a particular reason is something that I can't align with. Is because that doesn't make any sense in the scope of how you're supposed to manifest, how you're supposed to generate into your life. So I want people to get this and kind of understand this notion. Your most authentic self already knows yourself. The highest timeline that you've ever experienced has already been experienced. You have already won. You just haven't experienced it yet. And we pick and choose the timelines that we want to connect to at this moment in time. We pick and choose what timelines coalesce inside of one. And so you can see that every experience that you have, everything that you do is really based upon how much you want it and desire it and work towards that connection of God's first energy in your life. So that's something that is pure. That is something that is connected. And so you don't have to feel like you're doing something for no reason. You can do mindless actions and think that you're going to manifest everything that you're supposed to manifest. But when you're doing aligned actions, that's something that is distinctly pure. It's actually a pure way to go about it because you're actually going with your intuition, not just based on what spirit said. So when someone is channeling spirit, they're giving you information and reading into the energy of the future. So that's something that they're doing at this point in time. And so because they're doing that, and because they're opening up to that creation, so uh, when we choose to have fun in reality and see that spirit is always working for us, not against us, not leading us astray, because spirit does not work in trickery and deceit. They always give guided intuition and options and decisions and choices and ways to comprehend and think, to alter our state of consciousness, to alter our state of connections, so that we're able to generate signs, miracles, and wonders along our path and our journey. That's what we're able to do in the connection that we want to be. So, no matter what, we want to be that connection. We want to be connected to our state of being and our state of presence and our state of emulation. So, in order to do that, we have to collectively own ourselves and be connected to who we are as individuals. But if we don't do that, then we're going against who God is and what God wants to be. So, you are the God of your reality. So, just tap into Christ consciousness and see it for yourself. You have to see for yourself. You have to go for what information is given for you. You know, like some people say, like, um, oh, like that didn't happen for me. But did you sit on the couch all day and just say affirmations and meditate for 30 minutes and do the same things that you already did? You didn't utilize the information that was given to you whatsoever. And it doesn't matter if like someone is answering a question or giving you a reading. You didn't use the information that was given to you. Because if you apply it, if you actually do the things that the teacher or the reader gave to you, then you'll actually tap into what you're supposed to do and what spirit wants you to do to focus on your own intuition and be guided by that sense of intuition. That's something that you can always do and tap into. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you can see that every time that you go with a seeking impulse, it will guide you to where you're supposed to be. The seeking impulse, your emotional intelligence, your abilities to contemplate, and to really become the imagineer of your said reality. If you can become that, that's a very powerful thing to become. And it means that you can do it. It means that you can absolutely do it and connect to who you are as a person. And sometimes it's just making the time go. It's just when you see that time is not a linear thing and that you can create from a different standpoint all the time. And that time is forever. And that you have a limited time on this earth, but then you realize that God doesn't want you to feel like you're limited in that way. God wants you to make you feel that you're a living expression, that you're not a dying expression, that you're a constant expression of source energy, and that you can be whatever you want to be in this moment. So I want you to come to this notion and come to this understanding that no one or no thing can take away from who you are, and that you'll always stay on the journey. If you're one with the spirit, you will never fall off the journey. You will never lose everything. You will never feel like you are struggling. You will always be guided to where you need to be because source energy really loves you, regardless of how you feel about yourself. Because they'll always show you that you'll be along the path, and then you'll experience this, and then you'll experience new journeys, and you'll experience new expansions, and you'll always continuously grow and thrive within that connection. And that's powerful. So become the Oracle of Loveline Wisdom.